acne. It's like I'm a teenager again. It's terrible. So hungry, you just cannot wait to eat. It needs to be eaten. Everything needs to be eaten right now. Insane. Insane hunger. Hey guys, it's Casey. As promised, I'm here. I'm going to give you a little video about how to survive being on prednisone, which is a steroid. Some little UC hacks for that. So here we go. So first of all, I'll tell you, I've been on prednisone since the middle of January, so it's been like 2 months. And my doctor put me on 60 milligrams, which is basically the highest amount you can go on before they put you on like an actual IV drip in the hospital. So it's quite a bit. And I've never been on the steroids before. So it was a lot for me to handle. And I had quite a few side effects. So I'm just going to go through the side effects I had and some tips that I can give you guys that I do. Now, I am not a medical professional, so please don't do anything without talking to your doctor, or don't do anything that you know would be bad for you based on what I do, please. But these are some things that have been working for me to help manage the side effects, so I wanted to share them with you guys in case you happen to be on prednisone. Because prednisone is not just for ulcerative colitis. They use it for Crohn's to try to control flares and a bunch of other autoimmune diseases, and then like things like asthma and just other different conditions, because it will reduce your immune response and help tame down the inflammation. So this could probably help out a bunch of people. So first side effect I had, bloating. So bloated. It's like by the end of the night, I would feel like my stomach was like swollen, like I was pregnant or something. Didn't really like hurt, but it was just like weird and uncomfortable. As I've been weaning down on the prednisone, it's been getting a little better. But here's what I did. Drank a lot of water. Try to avoid salt because the salt can cause more bloating. So I tried to avoid salt, which is hard because you're hungry on prednisone. Biggest thing was foods with potassium, as I guess prednisone says something where it takes your potassium away or use it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I read something online that said get a lot of potassium. So I ate like cantaloupe, like I was going out of style because it has a ton of potassium in it. So I did that, and bananas would be good too. Bananas don't really, in my stomach, don't really agree, so I didn't do that. We could do that. Heating pad helped me out a lot on the heating pad, taking a hot bath, and that was the bloating. So I continue to have some bloating. My doctor's pretty sure it's the prednisone. So the second side effects I've been having is mood swings. Like crazy irritability, anger, sadness, you name it, just totally cray. So this is a pretty common side effect of prednisone. So this is what I did. So I warned my friends and family. I warned my coworkers. You can warn your coworkers if you feel comfortable with that, just in case, you know, you need somebody to bring you back down to earth, or, you know, get a little snippy with somebody, and at least they'll know why it's going on. The second thing is, you know, apologize. Do apologize if you are mean to your friends or family. You want to keep your relationship strong, so make sure that you do apologize if you do get a little out of control. And I try to give myself a break, which is really hard for me to do. Like, I felt really guilty when I was having these outbursts of anger. And, you know, you don't have to feel guilty about it if you apologize and if you're trying your very best, because you are on this medication that is very, very strong, especially if you're on a really high dose, which I was. The mood swings, now that I'm down to 30 milligrams, are okay now. So I haven't had too much issues. They're still there a little bit though, and especially like 3 to 6 hours after I take the medication, it tends to be more difficult. And then after that, they kind of settle down a little bit. But yeah, warn your friends and family, warn your coworkers, apologize, give yourself a break. So the third side effect I've been having is constipation. Apparently that's pretty common too with prednisone. So what I did for that is a lot of water. I like doubled my water intake, and also I take Metamucil and I don't need a lot. My body doesn't really need a lot. So I just take like one at lunchtime with my lunch. And I don't take it with other meds because they say it can interact with other meds. So I like to take my Metamucil at lunch and sometimes at dinner. So I take one at lunch, and then if I'm having kind of like a rough day where it seems like things weren't really flowing very well, then I would take 2 at lunch. So the Metamucil, and then if I'm having a really hard time, I'll drink some apple juice, and that seems to help me out. Number 4, anxiety and panic. So when I was on 60 milligrams of prednisone, this was really bad. Till I got down past 40, it didn't start to really like go away completely, but I have anxiety already anyway, so I wasn't surprised it caused this, but basically panic attacks in the middle of the day at work, panic attacks at night, panic attacks, whenever. So exercise helps me out with that. If I get my body moving, that can reduce my anxiety. Reminding myself, this is just the medication, being crazy, that helps bring my anxiety down, like knowing what it's from. The last thing is doing something distracting. So do something that you really like to do so it distracts your brain and you can get through the panic attack. That's my biggest hack for anxiety in general is distraction, and exercise. Prednisone side effect number 5, can't sleep. It's like once I fell asleep, that was okay, but then if I woke up at all, I couldn't go back to sleep. So then some nights it would be like, fine, fall asleep, but then wake up 6 times. Or some nights I just couldn't go to sleep at all. So it was a whole range of things. Now that I'm down on the 30 milligrams, I sleep okay, but it's still not like I would be sleeping not on anything, that's for sure. Falling asleep is probably a little bit harder now. Anyways, trouble sleeping. Take the medication earlier in the morning. So I take it at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning before I go to work. On the weekend, I found that if I woke up later and I took my medication at like 7:30 or something like that, I had a hard time sleeping on the weekend. So you might have to get up and take it just to get a little more nap after or something. But so take it in the morning and then exercise. So when I did exercise kind of at night, that seemed to help a little bit to get me to go to sleep better and stay asleep better. Side effect number 6, insane appetite. I'm talking like you're so hungry, you just cannot wait to eat. It needs to be eaten. Everything needs to be eaten right now. Insane hunger. Remember you have ulcerative colitis and don't just eat anything because you could get yourself in trouble. So I want to make sure that I didn't do that, especially like when you're still in the flare period. Once you're out of the flare, then maybe you can get a little bit more adventurous with the food. So first thing I did was prep foods that are good for me and make sure that I had plenty of foods to eat that are going to be safe for me to eat. And then eat small amounts throughout the day so you don't get too bloated and that you stay feeling like you're full. Although there's days where I just never felt like I was full. I just could eat like all day long. And even on 30 milligrams, I'm still like really, really hungry, which is good because I needed to put some weight on actually. So it was okay for me. And then the other thing is don't go too long without eating because you will kill somebody. You will bite their head off at any moment. If you're hungry, if you have the prednisone hunger, plus the prednisone rage, it's like hangry to the max. So eat a little bit throughout the day. 7th symptom I've been dealing with, acne. It's like I'm a teenager again. It's terrible. My face is shiny. My face is covered in zits. It's gross. So I'm doing better the past, it's taken me a couple of weeks, but 2 weeks ago, man, my face was terrible. And so I decided I got a clay mask, nice clay mask. I've been doing that like every other day. Nothing that's too harsh though. Just wanted to like draw out everything that was in there and the clogged pores and everything. Then I've been making sure I wash twice a day, put witch hazel on after, and I got like a nice Sturm E cream to put on that has acne medication in it to do that twice a day. And my skin can tolerate that. It doesn't get too dried out. So that's what I've been doing to try to treat it. Also, the other thing, drinking a ton of water helps for that too. So continue drinking a ton of water. So guys, that's my surviving prednisone video. Those are the symptoms I've been having. That's what I've been doing to deal with them. Hopefully some of those will help you guys, some of those tips. If it seems like something that will work for you and you get to give it a try and it works, put down in the comments anything that works for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. We'll see you guys later.